Your spine has been trying to tell you something for months now. That dull ache in your lower back after abs workouts, that's not a good sign. That's your spine going, hey, maybe stop compressing me 100 times a day. But you keep doing sit-ups because that's what everyone does for abs, right? Wrong. Sit-ups are limited, ineffective, and honestly kind of bad for you long-term. Today, I'm showing you exactly why, and the exercise that fixes all three problems. When you do a sit-up, you're mostly flexing your upper abs. Cool, but your lower abs, they're just hanging out doing the bare minimum. Your lower abs need your pelvis to tilt. In a standard sit-up, your legs are bent, feet planted. Your pelvis isn't really moving. So your lower abs are getting maybe 20% of the work they should be getting. That's problem number one, incomplete core activation. Now, let's say you start with 20 reps, then you move to 50. Eventually, you're cranking out 100 reps. And what exactly changed? Nothing. You're just really good at doing a bad exercise now. Unless you're training for endurance, there's nowhere to go. That's problem number two. But there's another bigger problem. Every time you crank out those sit-ups, you're compressing your spine, brushing your discs over and over. Do this hundreds of times a week, thousands a month. You're looking at long-term back pain that'll sneak up on you, just like that 4:59 p.m. Slack message from your boss on a Friday. There's a better exercise. It's called the hollow body hold. One exercise, three massive advantages over sit-ups. First, it works your entire core at the same time. Upper abs, lower abs, both firing together, not taking turns like sit-ups, actually working. Second, it progresses. You can make this exercise harder in ways that actually scale with your strength level. Beginners start one way, advanced athletes do it another. There's always the next level. Third, it's spine-friendly. It doesn't grind your discs into dust. Your shoulder blades lift off the ground, upper abs working, legs extend, pelvis tilts, lower abs firing both at once. In a sit-up, you get maybe 80% upper abs, 20% lower abs. In a hollow body hold, you get closer to 50-50. Try holding this position for 20 seconds. You'll feel your whole core under tension. Most people realize their core is weaker than they thought. All those years of sit-ups, wasted effort, fun times. Unlike sit-ups, where you just count higher until you're bored out of your mind, this move scales with your strength. It's all about lever length. The further you extend your body, the harder your abs work. Basic physics. If you're a beginner, keep your knees bent, feet off the ground. This is manageable. Your core is working, but the shorter lever makes it easier to maintain proper form. Hold this for 10 to 20 seconds. You'll feel it, but you won't die. More advanced, legs straight out at a 45-degree angle or lower. Now your abs are working overtime. Your lower abs have to fire harder to keep that pelvis tilted and your back glued to the floor.
Body core work without excessive spinal compression. Another version, hollow body rocks. Hold the position and rock back and forth slightly like a seesaw. Start on your back, arms overhead, legs extended straight. First move, press your lower back flat onto the ground. Tilt your pelvis, lower abs engaging. Second move, lift your shoulder blades off the ground, just a few inches. Upper abs contracting. Third, keep your legs extended. Start higher if you need to, around 45 degrees. As your core gets stronger, you can lower them closer to the ground. Hold this position. Remember to breathe normally, or you're going to hold your breath and forget you exist. Shoulder blades off the ground. If they're resting on the floor, you're not working your upper abs. Neutral neck. Don't crank your chin into your chest. Don't crane your head back either. Lower back pressed flat. Zero gap between your lower back and the ground. If there's space, your hip flexors are doing the work, not your abs. Train this 2 to 3 times per week. Start with 10-second holds. When you can hit 20 seconds comfortably, move to the next level. Track your hold times. 12 seconds last week, 15 this week. That's progress. Once you're holding 30+ seconds easily, add dynamic variations like log rolls or hollow body rocks to keep progressing. Sit-ups are overrated. Limited effectiveness, no real progression, and potential back problems down the line. The hollow body hold fixes all of that. If sit-ups have been your go-to core exercise for years, this might sting a little. You've been grinding out hundreds of reps thinking you're building strength, but you weren't. You were just getting really good at sit-ups. Congrats on that. Think about it. If sit-ups are this broken, what else are you getting wrong? Most people never figure it out. That's why we created the Calisthenics Playbook. It's a complete system for building real strength through bodyweight training. One-arm push-ups, pull-ups, pistol squats, everything mapped out step by step so you're not wasting time on exercises that don't work. You can check it out through the link in the description.